Are you ready to step outside of your comfort zone or experience a twist on something you already enjoy? There's now a monthly membership club that will handpick and set up surprise adventures for you. All you have to do is show up with an open mind. LA Times staff reporter Julia Carmel checked it out. Julia, the look on your face in the photographs, priceless. You were having a ball. Tell us about the Renaissance Club.
Yeah, so Renaissance is a monthly club that you sign up for. You can pay a fee, so it's basically either $79 for one activity a month or $149 for two, and then there are some add-ons. But basically it just sets you up with things to do. You put in your availability, you block off, oh, I'm usually free Saturday mornings. And then it says you have an activity, you get the details, you show up. It's very hands off. It does all the planning for you. It buys your tickets. It tells you what to wear. It does all the thinking for you. So you just tell them when you're free and then show up to it, which is really fun.
Yeah, there are those of us who read your piece who were saying we've lived in this community for decades, had no idea these things were available. Give everybody a little overview of the different types of adventures.
Yeah, so they kind of split the categories into broad generalization. So there's arts and crafts, culinary arts, motion, which I think is the broadest of all of them, culture, spirituality. So that means they could be sending you to a play at the Pantages. They could be sending you to a wine tasting. They could be sending you to a blacksmithing class. They could be sending you to archery. Like, it's totally all over the board, which is awesome.
Yeah, you spoke to one person who'd done a variety of different experiences.
Yeah, so he was one of the first members. This really launched during 2022. And so he saw the Book of Mormon through Renaissance. He took a blacksmithing class that he's actually thinking of going back to because he loved it so much. He went whale watching. Like, he really had such an eccentric experience with all of these events and is so excited about them. Like, the people I spoke to were so enthusiastic about all the different things that they've done, and really nobody was like, oh, I've gone to one I hated, which is great.
Tell us about who founded it and what was behind it.
Yeah, so it was founded by Michael Jade, who before this was really just working in music. He's a songwriter, he's a musician, but his concept was kind of just what would take away, and he loves this phrase, the friction between me and something new. So he was just thinking of like what would make it so absolutely easy that I would do it every time for me to leave my house and do something different. So that was kind of his base premise, coming up with this idea of like, how do I get myself out to new things? What's the easiest way where I have like the least amount of chance to say, no, I'm going to stay home, which is brilliant.
Yeah, it motivates adventure, as you said in your piece. And as you and I were talking, it's like we get in our heads and we get on our laptops and we get sucked into a streamer. We don't leave the sofa. And you need someone every now and then just sort of tap you on the shoulder and say, get out and have some fun.
Right. It's like having that friend who plans everything for you. Like, that's my favorite type of friend. I have a friend who's like that, where she's like, we're going dancing tonight. Like, don't worry about it. Just show up. I have 3 places that we're going, where it's like that, but built into an app. So you don't even need to depend on someone else to do it.
You and your partner did this together and you had a blast.
Yeah. So I signed up for a month to try 2 different activities. The first one I tried was a solo one. I did archery, which was great. I've never done archery before in any serious way. And then the second activity I got was at a place called Shot of Art downtown.
So what are we looking at exactly, Julia? What is the purpose? It's just a kaleidoscope.
It's hard to decipher from a photo. Basically, you show up, the walls are already covered in paint. Everything's pre-painted, so you don't have to worry about making a mess. And you're shooting airsoft guns, so like BB guns, at balloons filled with paint onto a canvas, and then the canvas spins. So you can actually see mine. It's right here. I hung it up in my room. That's what I made there. So basically, they book the tickets as normal people. Like, they don't have a company discount. They don't have some connection with every place. And so for Shot of Art, for example, it costs the same to book 1 person and 3 people. So what Renaissance does is they say, you have 2 extra tickets this time.
Oh.
Bring whoever you want. So I brought my partner along and I brought our friend Yuri along, who also happens to be our very talented photographer for the LA Times. And so that was one where we all got to show up. It was all already paid for because it would have cost Renaissance the same amount of money to book just me or the three of us.
And now you say that we could join as a group. If you're scared to do this solo, right? You're a little shy or whatever,
Yeah.
you could get a posse and do it together?
Yeah, so they let you sign up in tandem with someone. So that could be your partner, it could be a friend, just anyone who's willing to also pay to do these activities monthly, where they let you join as a duo. And then they just line up the activity for the both of you.
Are you going to do it again?
I think so. Me and my partner are thinking of signing up for it because, in the grand scheme of things, $79 for an activity a month is like one nice dinner.
You know, if you're new in town or you're married and you found yourself in a rut, it's the perfect thing to sign up for.
Exactly. It's such a great way to go find something you've never heard of and give it a try.
Julia Carmel, an experiences reporter, best job at the LA Times. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lisa.